Day has been one of the more wilder days that I personally have ever experienced, and it all surrounds 49ers quarterback Trey Lance and Sam Darnold. As we heard earlier today, we found out from Ian Rappaport and Tom Palacero that not only did Sam Darnold win the backup quarterback position, but we found out in at the same time that the San Francisco 49ers are trying to trade Trey Lance. Ian Rappaport reported that Sam Darnold has played well in camp, grabbing the opportunity behind Brock Purdy. He's earned it, no doubt. This will be a decision Trey Lance will take hard. SF will now explore options with him. Prior to the draft, there were a few trade discussions. Perhaps those will pick up. We've also heard since then that Trey Lance didn't go to practice today. So after all this information came out, it was right before practice started, and Trey Lance was not in attendance for this particular practice, making this situation even a little bit more strange. Since then, all kinds of information has started to come out about this stuff that's been going on this behind the scenes for basically the entire offseason. Diana Rossini says while the 49ers are exploring trade possibilities for Trey Lance, the front office has been shopping him for much of the offseason, according to a league source. The team never received a significant trade offer. We've also heard in this particular scenario from Ian Rappaport that one of the teams that was heavily discussed was the Minnesota Vikings. And he made it sound like the talks got pretty far, but ultimately they broke down and the trade was never completed. So the question is, why are the 49ers trying to trade Trey Lance? As you already know, the San Francisco 49ers have suffered a ton of injuries at the position, dating all the way back to Jimmy Garoppolo. Even before they traded for Jimmy Garoppolo, CJ Beathard got hurt. You know, Nick Mullins got hurt. And then you go back to Jimmy Garoppolo getting hurt against the Chiefs in 2018 in the third game of the year, tearing his ACL. And then Trey Lance getting hurt in that particular game, unfortunate game against the Seattle Seahawks. You can even go back to the year prior where Jimmy got hurt. Both Jimmy and Trey got hurt in 2021. Then Jimmy, Trey, and Brock got hurt in 2022. So the question is, why are they trying to trade Trey? Because there has been a history of 49ers quarterbacks getting hurt. And when you look at the entire situation of the four quarterbacks that are on the roster, the way reps have been splitting, it does kind of feel like the San Francisco 49ers have been trying to decide who the quarterback two is, and whichever the quarterback two won out, the losing party might be on the outside looking in, because it does feel like the 49ers feel pretty confident with Brandon Allen being the quarterback three. So it's just an interesting scenario all the way throughout. Today has been a very interesting day in regards to all this information all coming out at once. I mean, there's been a lot of murmurs and discussions behind the scenes where we have heard a lot of these things, but this is the first time the national media has gotten their teeth into it and just unloaded it all at once. We're still waiting to hear from the San Francisco 49ers on the matter. I believe we are waiting to hear from Kyle Shanahan, who will go on KNBR later today to provide more information on the situation. But it just appears so far to be a really odd situation the way this has played out, because as we know, the 49ers have been very calculated and careful in regards to saying certain things. Even Kyle Shanahan spoke to the media just yesterday and said he wasn't going to name the quarterback two until after Friday's preseason game, but we got it here on Wednesday. So it's there's something fishy going on. I don't know what I don't want to speculate on what that may be, but it's been a very interesting day to say the least in regards to all this. Just the way that it's all played out. We heard from Fred Warner. Fred Warner doesn't seem to really know what's going on either. So There's a lot more questions, I would say, right now than answers. But I also want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think of the way everything played out today? Why do you think the 49ers are trying to trade Trey Lance? Why wouldn't the 49ers try to keep Brock, Sam, and Trey? There could be multiple reasons why that is, but I want to hear from you and why you think that Trey is. It's not a. It doesn't even feel like a matter of will Trey get traded. It's just a matter of when. And if he doesn't get traded, what happens then? Are they going to release him? A lot of questions have percolated from today, but this is an opportunity to hear from you guys, everyone who messes with the channel, who watches the content. This is your opportunity. I want to hear from you in this chat. Drop it in the comments below. Why do you think the San Francisco 49ers are trading Trey Lance? What do you think of this entire situation as a whole? Have you experienced or seen anything like this, even outside the 49ers, just across the general NFL in its totality? Have you ever experienced any of this before? I want to hear from you guys. I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments below. And as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.